Hey guys, Wade with Texas Long Range Hunting. Today we're going to talk about the Scope Shootout. Now, if you recall, we decided to do a Scope Shootout while we were doing the Rifle Shootout on the SIG, Cross, and the Fix by Q. Now, what we have here, to recap, is the new Vortex Razor LHT 3-15 by 44 or 42, I don't remember. And then we have the Leupold VX5 3-15 by 44. Now, we haven't started dialing on the optics yet. We have dialed a little bit, and we've had zero issues thus far, but we will put them to the test at the range very soon. But I just want to talk about rigidity and some pros and cons that we've already noticed, because we have put these things to major tests as far as durability. These things have been all over the place, and they've gotten beat all around really good. And so far, so good on both optics. Zero issues with either one of them. Both of them already have some pretty good scratches and dents on them because we have just put these things to the ringer. I will say I do like the fact that the Razor has the illuminated dot in the center of the reticle, because both of these optics perform very well in low light. I'm able to shoot way on into dusk. I mean, it's nearly dark. The last pig I shot was nearly dark, and I was actually running the Vortex, and the only way I was able to pull it off was by turning on the illuminated dot in the center. Whereas the VX5 does not have the illumination. Now, yes, I know they have models that have illuminated dot in the center, but we wanted to keep this as close as possible as far as the objective size and everything else. This is the scope that was available that was going to be close to the same price point and everything else. Now, in the meantime, Leupold has come out with a little bit cheaper line of optics that kind of meet up with the same specs as that one. And it'd be interesting to see a side-by-side comparison with the Razor as far as low light situations, but we'll leave that to another day. Just kind of want to quickly talk about that. In my personal opinion, on my eyes and a few other people's eyes, this one does perform a little bit better in low light, but both of them perform excellent in low light situations. I do like the reticle in the Vortex over this one here. Now, this is like this is just a duplex with a windplex, I believe is what they call it, where you have some wind holes and you just have a regular duplex. I would like some holdovers on there. But they have a TMOA reticle, which is just a gridded reticle, basically. And they used to do what's known as a varmint hunter's reticle, and they still do it on one or two scopes, but I wish this one had that reticle, because some holdovers would be nice for quick, a little bit further range shots, especially on something that's dropping like a 308. Whereas the Vortex line, they have two different reticle options that are fantastic. So far, we have beat the crap out of both these optics. And so far, we've had zero issues with both of them. Both of them been covered in dirt and dust and everything else. So far, so good. Now, next thing we will do for our next videos, we'll take you down to the range with us, and we are going to be dialing on the turrets a little bit to make sure they track fine for their intended use. We're not going to put them through the same kind of torture test you would a long-range platform where you're going to be dialing all the time. These are really meant to be a hunting type setup to where you're not going to be dialing all the time, but it's there. The turret is set up for you to use it that way if you so choose. So all we're going to do is go down to the range, dial out to 500 or 600, 700 yards, and then come back down. Dial out, come back down, and see if both of them are still tracking just fine at the end of it. We're not going to put it through a really extensive test because I don't believe that these are really meant for that purpose. They're meant for a more hunting type scenario. So be looking for that next video down at the range, and then we'll talk about it some more after that. That's it for this time. We'll see you guys next time.